Welcome back to Pep and Joe. So this one's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a review style video. So myself and Pep are going to be doing our first ever wild camp in the next couple of weeks. So this video is just going to be a review of the equipment that we're going to be taking. Some of the equipment we've purchased, some of the equipment is just existing stuff that we have from camping with our family and stuff like that. So stick around and let's see what we're going to be taking while camping. So yeah, we just want to emphasize that you don't need the latest equipment to start off with. You don't need the most expensive equipment. Just use what you've got and go out there and explore. This is going to be our first time ever wild camping. We've camped before in in pitches and stuff like that, but this is just going to be left to our own devices up in the mountains. You know, we are going to stick to the traditional rule within the UK of being above the highest felled wall. We won't leave any traces as well. But yeah, we just want to emphasise that, you know, we're new to this. We're no experts by any means. So we're just going to use what we've got and just get out there and explore and see if we enjoy it. And if we do enjoy it, then yeah, we'll probably invest some more money and do it quite frequently and get some more videos up on the channel. Follow us along. Right. So the first piece of equipment, probably arguably the most important, the tent. We've gone for the Vango Banshee 300. So I did quite a lot of research into tent and we didn't want to spend a fortune. I think at the time of recording this was about 179 or 175 pounds we paid for this. So it's a 3-man tent. We were initially going to be buying 2 1-man tents, but we just thought, you know, let's just buy the 3-man tent. It's got enough space for all of our equipment, plus me and Pep. From the reviews that I've done, it's a great starter tent. Like I said, it didn't cost a fortune. What sold it to me as well, it's got 2 entry points either side, so Pep doesn't have to wake me up when he needs to go for a wee in the middle of the night. So yep, that's the tent. Right, so sleeping arrangements. We all know we need to get a good night's sleep when we're camping, but do we ever? You know, probably not. But this is what we're going to be using. It's the Quechua Comfort self-inflating mattress from Decathlon. This is what I've had for several years doing camps with a family. So I haven't bought this specifically for this wild camp. This is quite heavy and quite bulky. So it's not something you'd use for, you know, multi-day packs. It's going to be for one day only, and I don't mind carrying this up the mountain or wherever we're going to set the tent up. But yeah, that's what we're going to be sleeping on. So I've seen quite a lot of YouTubers use foam mattresses as well underneath their sleeping pads. So I got this from Decathlon. I think this was $16.99. So it's meant to stop the cold rising from the ground. So it's just another layer between myself and the ground. Right, okay, so sleeping bag. I've got the Berghaus Transition 200C. So this is something I haven't purchased specifically for this wild camp. It's something that I've had for several years. So it's got a comfort rating of 5 degrees, a limit rating of 0, and an extreme rating of -15 degrees. Again, you wouldn't take this on a multi-day hike. It's just for a one night. It's quite heavy, quite bulky. It's not got the best of ranges. It's a 2 to 3 seasons. You know, it's 1.83 kg on there. So I'm not an expert in this field. You know, you see some of these camping enthusiasts that spend hundreds and hundreds on down quilts and down sleeping bags. I think this is about £40, you know, and it's lasted me like 3 years. So yeah, we're just emphasising that you don't need to go out and spend all this money. Just use what you've got. Right, so cooking. I got this from Amazon about 4 years ago. Never used it. So this is a good excuse to get my cooking skills on. And we want to try and make something on the top of this hill wherever we're going. So you got this little cooking equipment here. So you got the stove in there. You get your gas canister and like a little pot, boiling pot. And also in here is, what's this? Oh, little handy little knives and forks and a spoon set. What's in there? Carabiner, for whatever reason. I was probably just hang it off your bag. But yeah, just gives me an excuse to use this because I've bought it, never done anything with it, never needed it. So that'd be nice to cook a pot noodle or maybe a steak. So also to go with that stove is this little windshield thing. Look how cool that is. So this is just to go around your stove, just to stop the wind from blowing the flame out, I guess. You know, weighs next to nothing, so doesn't hurt to put it in the bag as well. Take it up the mountain. Just some other little bits. Got a Trekology self-inflating pillow. Get me a good night's kip when Pep's snoring down my ear hole. And this this lamp, but I think it's a battery pack as well. But watch this. When we need to get rid of the flies, little fly zapper as well. You know, some of the stuff they come up with these days, that's a little great little, you know what I mean? Ward off the bears and that. Oh. So yeah, that'll be good to see what we're doing in the middle of the night. So this is one of the things that I'm excited about the most. It's a Trekology lightweight camping chair. So this is under 1 kilo. I think I paid £23 for this, but can't wait to get up on top of the mountain, get the tent set up, get this set up, sit there, relax. Hopefully it's not absolutely teeming down with rain. But yeah, looking forward to getting this set up. So what am I carrying all this stuff in? I've got the Regatta 85 litre Survivor bag. I've had this for about 6 years. Never used it. So this trip is a good excuse for me to get some action out of this bag. I think I paid about £40 for it. So it's going to be the first time the bag's ever going to be used. It's overkill for what we need it for, but it's big enough just to fit everything that I need in. Like I say, didn't specifically buy this for this trip. I've had this for quite a while. For the camping enthusiasts out there, you know, they'll say that this is far too big, too bulky. At the end, I think it's going to be about 15 kilo that I'm going to be carrying. Myself and Pep, you know, we're not camping light, but like I said, this is going to be our first time. We've never done anything like this before. So we're going to see how it goes, if we enjoy it. And if we do enjoy it, we're going to probably start, you know, investing a bit more into better equipment, smaller equipment, and getting a few more videos out there. You know, let's join the camping community as it is. But again, thank you very much for all your comments, likes, shares, subscriptions. And, you know, that video of the wild camping will be out, you know, in the next couple of weeks or so, weather dependent. But thank you very much, and we'll catch you at the next one.